Hi everyone, finally got my COLT Python back from factory and I want to do review of the gun back from factory. If you guys remember from my first video, I can put it up right here and you can watch that first video. Me and my brother-in-law, we both got one COLT Python 2020 and both of our guns had problems. We both sent our guns to the factory end of March. I got mine back and I've been waiting for my brother-in-law to get his so we can come to range and do a review. His gun is still not back from factory yet. We both had a crown issue and our cylinders did not turn sometimes, and then we had light primer strike sometimes. So my gun is back from factory. I wanted to do a review of the gun that I have. Alright guys, here's this gun. First let me show you the crown. Absolutely, there is no problem to it. They fixed it, they refinished it. It looks perfect. I actually took this out last weekend and did about a couple hundred rounds through it. My target is 10 yard. I'm gonna start shooting with 38 special, 125 grain. I have to tell you guys something. When it came back from factory, it felt like it was even more polished, more clean, more beautiful than the first time I bought it. They did a good job on it. Alright, my target is 10 yard, 38 special. Alright, 10 yard, I go single action this time. This time I go 38 special, 158 grain plus P. I'll go double action first. .38 special, 158 grain plus P. I'll go double action. Winchester 357 Magnum, 158 grain, jacketed hollow point. I go single action. Winchester 357 Magnum, 158 grain, hollow point. I go double action this time. Tulemo 357 Magnum, 158 grain single action. Tulemo 357 Magnum, 158 grain, double action. .38 special, double action. 357 Magnum double action. .357 Magnum, tool ammo, 158 grain, double action. .357 Magnum, double action. I'm going to try to go on the top on the head. Alright, that's 10 yards, and I did not do anything with the sights or anything. It's just the way it came. How about I add a little King Cobra in there, huh? I had it with me, so I'm like, why not? King Cobra 357 Magnum, guys. Perfect, no? How about Python and King Cobra, same time, 357 Magnum. Let's go, boys. That's a good feeling. Alright guys, after it came back from factory, it worked fine. The other day I used about like couple hundred rounds to do it. And today I did like other like 150. So total I did like 350 rounds after it came back from factory. And it's working fine right now. It has no problem. And one of the crown issue wasn't too big of a technical issue. It was just basically looks. But it got fixed, it's good. But the cylinder was not turning sometimes, which is a big issue, and it did not have that problem now. And it had some kind of light primer strike sometimes, and which it did not have that problem. So obviously it got fixed. If anybody has any problem with their new COLT Pythons, I recommend you just send it back to the factory and get it fixed. It works fine. It should not have this problem at the beginning. But unfortunately it did, and COLT is actually one of my favorite brands. Still, it should not have this problem. I don't care if it's COLT or whatever company it is. If it's a brand new gun, especially like a Python, it should not have this kind of problem. They should have in the end, quality control will be a good job. But thanks to them, they did contact me right away. I have to say, I mean, day after I upload a video, I have like 4 different COLT representatives contact me, and they send me paid shipping labels, and I send it to them. It was all done in like a few days, and they got it fixed and shipped it back to me as soon as possible. Whole process. My process took exactly a month, but my brother-in-law sent a few days after me, which was end of March, and today is June 7th, and he has not gotten back his Python yet. I want to just show you the ammo that I shoot, and you guys can see I did not have any problem with this ammo. This was the exact same ammo that I used at the first video. I used 38 Special 125 grain targeted hollow point. I used tool ammo 357 Magnum 158 grain. I used Winchester 357 Magnum 158 grain hollow point. And then I used Blazer 38 Special Plus P 158 grain. And this is how crown looks and the gun itself. That's a good feeling.